Hey everybody, Ben here. Gonna do our Sunday morning ink blot. Thanks for clicking on the video. Thanks for showing up for yourself each and every day. So we have red, gonna go chakra, so root. And that yellow, solar plexus. Green, our heart. And it was called for white. Not sure where we're going with this. I'll take a picture of what I dropped and then we'll go from there. See ya. Alright, everybody should be able to see what I dropped and then a picture of what came through, and then I'll pop up the whiteboard. So just before re-recording this, my throat was really jammed up, almost like choking on something. And when I look at this, what immediately came through was, obviously when we're talking about the root, safety, stability, security, we are trying to create with our solar plexus here at the top, our yellow, our confidence, our self-esteem. We're trying to create that with the root, which naturally when everything's all in flow, but what I'm getting at is with material. I'm trying to create this self-esteem or this confidence through material. Maybe we're in a place of lack that materially wise, or maybe we are trying to buy luxury items like cars and designer clothes, fancy shoes to make us feel worthy to be accepted is coming through in a way that makes us feel confident that we are of a certain status, maybe for dating or work, or to look like, hey, I have it all together. Now what's coming through is this external presentation. And when we build that in the external, it is extremely fragile because it's material based. Now what's coming through is a story that I heard a while ago about, I think, a goddess that went to, I forget her name, Mesopotamian time, but went to the underworld, and there was like 7 stages of stripping. And first it started with the jewelry and the crown, and then your titles as in I'm a manager or a president or a CEO or a part of the PTO at school, all these things, softball coaches. And then we stripped away the clothes, and then we stripped away the gender, and then the identity, and then you were left with nothing but what you feel inside. And that's going into this external presentation when we build ourselves up with these titles and these numbers and this status and these cars and these clothes, jewelry, and we present ourselves that way. It is nothing. It is false. Now everything around us tells us something different. And that is, again, to keep us down in this less than space, but also to keep us striving for the next best shiny thing, to think it's going to present or present something inside of us for feeling something, and to be accepted in this place where spending money that we don't have is driven to make more money, to buy more things, to fulfill us that mean nothing when we go. What do we have here, Spirit? There's the dog. What do we have here, Spirit? I'm all over the place. Almost losing the cards. Distracted. the moon. Unveiled truths. When we look at the moon in general, it's something hidden. And naturally, kind of everything I talked about, this isn't blaming anyone or saying you're less than by saying this, but I feel that it's natural to be driven in this way, to present ourselves a certain way, that there's a wound there. And that wound came from the external. I always say that all wounds came from the external. It was an experience. If we were alone in the middle of nowhere and we did something that we can't be embarrassed when we're alone. We can't be rejected when we're alone. So something in the external created this. And why would we build ourselves up in the external? The tower reversed. Sorry about the dog, but it's there for a reason. Denial. We're denying something. Clearly it's barking in our face. It's right there. It's presenting itself. And instead we are trying to suppress this in a way to make it go away. If we are lacking, this self-esteem and this confidence, naturally we try to fill that void somehow. And if we don't feel good about ourselves, if we present ourselves differently, maybe it'll work. That's a motive. That's a natural motive. I get that. What's going on here with the heart down here, Spirit? Yearning. Yearning for acceptance through this. That's why the red is bleeded into it. Mental strife. 9 of Swords. I always say with this card, our gears are turning. I almost want to say shiny thing. We're grabbing at things to fill this void in ourselves, in the external, and nothing out there is going to do it. We have to find it in here, and it is there. It's just buried by a wound. May have been passed down, may have been reflected on us in childhood, may have been through grade school, society in general, partners. The Hierophant reversed. Rebellion. Do we want to rebel? Or did we rebel? I think we want to, but we're afraid of the repercussions. Trying to fit this mold to be accepted, and we can't because you don't fit. That's it. To be accepted. You can't be accepted where you're trying to be fit, where you're trying to fit, because it's not you. It's like the biggest clue in anything we do in our experience. It's like the more resistance we do or experience is trying to tell us something. Also, like let's just say we had a relationship in the past and we get into a new one and we try to reconstruct it exactly the same or kind of replicate everything that took place in the old one, and then it fails. It's where there's obviously consistently resistance. Same thing with jobs. Keep going into the same field, same thing, different day. Not fulfilled. What's in there that needs to be unburied? There's that dog again. You know it. It's right in your face. It's barking. It's creating disruption and distraction. And it's annoying. It's annoying. What is it, Spirit? Four of Cups reversed. Renewal. It's time for that renewal. We get it through going against the grain, however that may look. And it's not something crazy. It's just stop trying to fit where what we know, what we've always been, isn't us. You can almost see here that when we root ourselves here, our heart will come together. And this is true inner strength and safety found within, that we're not, how do I want to say this? We're not dependent on the external to create this. We're creating it on our own. The Emperor, discipline. Being the leader of your own space. Making the choices that benefit you, and not in a I don't know, I normally don't use this word, narcissistic way that we can see that as an emperor at times, this leader that makes decisions all for their own benefit. But what's coming through here is being in control of your space that benefits you, that is for you, and not the acceptance or contentment of others. You are dumping into yourself, and that's where we get to that full, authentic place. One more card here, Spirit. How did it get there? Well, we kind of already know, or at least I know. But what do they need to know? It's going to be okay, I'm hearing. It's a magical place. Yes, there will be some losses. People, places, or things. But what's on the other side is so much better. And you got to change this. The star reversed. Lack of faith. Is that faith in yourself? That you can do this all on your own? That you can create this? That you don't need the external to do this? Or is it a lack in God, source, universe, angels, deities, whatever you subscribe to? Is it a lack in them supporting you along your path? Is it a lack in trusting your soul's pull to do something different? To be something different that you think is different, but it is you? Where is that lack of faith? That you can't do it alone? That you aren't good enough? I'm sorry, that makes me feel sad that you feel that way. But you are. And until we start to recognize that and be us, will you have the confirmation and reassurance that you need to continue this and be you without the need for this external validation or reassurance of presenting ourselves in a way that's not truly us. I'm going to leave it there. If this resonated at all, feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. I wish you all the best. Hang in there, and you are amazing. Take care, everyone.